Alright guys, so without any gainsaying, Tourpass is done nationwide. Alright? What do I mean by this is that if you are using Tourpass to procure your goods from China, there is no way at this moment of making this video, there is no way you can fund your Tourpass, and there's no way you can continue with your procurement and shipping from China. So for you to be on the safer side, I'm going to explain what you need to do in this video so that you will not be kicked out of procurement and shipping from China. You will not have something that will cause an impediment for your procurement and shipping from China. So if you are the type that use Tourpass to procure your goods from China, all you have to do is to watch the step and listen to my voice in this video and see the alternative way by which you continue to procure your goods from China without any stress. Okay, but before I get tutorial started, if you are very new to this channel, please remember to subscribe, click on the notification bell so whenever I upload content about China importation and some other country importation, you get notified and you watch the video. And lastly but not the least, if you want me to coach you step by step on how you too can be a successful procurement and shipping independent importer, you can decide to join my paid class. If you have interest to learn more about importation business, you can contact me via the phone number on the screen of this video if you have interest to join my paid class. And lastly but not the least, if you want me to procure your link on 1688, Topup, or Pinduoduo, or Hideofish, or any Chinese e-commerce platform that accepts Alipay as a means of payment, feel free to reach me via the same phone number on the screen of this video. Let us talk more about our importation business or any Alipay related issue. Okay, so without any wasting much of our time, so let's go straight to the tutorial and see what you're going to do. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you guys is what is Tourpass. Okay, now I'm going to head over to my Alipay right here. Okay, so I'm going to click on my Alipay. Alright, so this is how it open up. Now, in some of my past video, as far as Alipay is concerned, I have made a video on how to differentiate between Alipay and a Tourpass. I will still make a reference to that particular video, so that it give you guys more understanding about what I'm talking about as far as Tourpass is concerned. Now, you will agree with me that for every foreigner that use Alipay app, the only way you can fund the app is to make use of Tourpass. That is the only way by any foreigners that use Chinese app, which is Alipay app. The only way you can fund is to use the Tourpass. Now, at the moment of at this time of the day, there is an issue. There is a maintenance as far as Alipay Tourpass is concerned, which is making it difficult for us to continue to do our procurement and shipping from China, most especially if you procure by yourself. This video is very important for you if you don't procure by agent. Okay, now I know all over the world as a foreigner we make use of Alipay Tourpass because that's the only way you can fund direct from your bank card. Okay, without using a Tourpass, there is no way you can use the foreign bank card in Alipay to fund or to top up or whatsoever. So now, if you go to Tourpass now, let me click on Tourpass. All right, so this is Tourpass, right? You can see the current balance on my account. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is Tourpass, right? Now, anytime you open up your Tourpass, you have a message like this. You need to take note of this particular message here. Topup is under maintenance. Contact Tourpass. They provide email or visit me page bank card. You don't need to stress yourself each time you see something like this in Tourpass. There is no way, even you send mail to Tourpass every day, there is nothing they can do. So far that they are under maintenance, you just have to wait until they are done with the maintenance. That is only when you can top up your Tourpass. Okay, now if you are the type that want to procure at the time as at the time when Tourpass are doing maintenance. Okay, what you need to do, I'm going to provide a solution to that kind of things that you have to do so that you don't get out of the system pending the time that Tourpass conclude on their maintenance. Most time, whenever Tourpass trying to do their maintenance, it usually takes some time. Okay, though the maintenance come once in a while, but it usually takes times before they are done with the maintenance. And without maintenance, without done with their maintenance, if you try to make use of top up, if you click on top up, you notice that they are going to bring out an excuse information that they were under a maintenance. You can see, sorry for the inconvenience, top up service provided by Bank of Shanghai is closed at the moment. This does not mean that it is closed permanently. This is just for some time. So, which simply means that they are still going to reopen it back. But for you to be on a safer side, you don't need to mail them, you don't need to call them, you don't need to do whatsoever before you can, because if you call them or you send them mail, there is nothing they can do until they are done with the maintenance routine. That is only when you can continue to enjoy the Tourpass. And for every foreigners, this is the only way by which you can fund your Alipay. I do explain this time without number. A lot of foreigners, they make use of foreign card to try and load and top up their Alipay account, which is not going to work. No matter how you try, it will never work. Alipay balance only work with Chinese card, or you have to pay a Chinese people to in your country currency, then they fund the account for you. Now back to the topic. If you want to, now you can, at this moment now, you cannot top up your let me go back to the Tourpass. So as a foreigner, you cannot top up at the moment because Tourpass is under maintenance. Everything is closed at the moment. So the only way for you to continue with your procurement and shipping from China is to make use of Alipay. Okay, so what do I mean by Alipay? You know, in Alipay, there are different types of service you can do in Alipay. But as far as procurement and shipping is concerned, most especially if you procure goods by yourself without using agents, you need to know this thing. One of the number one thing is either you make use of Alipay balance or you make use of Tourpass, which is highly designed for foreigners. Okay, so Tourpass is designed for foreigners because you can use your foreign card to top up the account. But when you're talking about Alipay, it's not work that way. Now, let me quickly show you. I will exit from Tourpass now. I'll come back to my Alipay. You can see it has two options. From Tourpass to Alipay, you can switch from Alipay to Tourpass. Okay, so if I click on, if I tap on me now, this is the only solution for you now. If you are finding it difficult to use your Tourpass to top up or to do whatever you want to do online, so this is the only solution for you, is to make use of your Alipay. So I'm going to show you what Alipay means and how it looks like, then how you can fund the Alipay balance. So if I type on me now, you see what we have here. What I have here is 86.3 RMB at the moment of making this video. This is the balance. Now, if I tap on the balance, now, or I click on here, it will display in another way. Let's see. Now you can see this is the Alipay balance. Okay. Now you can see the interviews are not even the same, unlike Tourpass. So let me quickly go back to Tourpass. You can see Tourpass. Tourpass is here. All these tools applications are still within in Alipay. This is Tourpass. Okay. And this is the alternative for every foreigners that use Tourpass that cannot top up at the moment when the Tourpass is under maintenance. You have to use this option now to continue your procurement and shipping. But the problem, the great challenges as far as this Alipay balance is concerned, is that this Alipay balance, you can never use a foreign card to top up the account. If you click on top up, you try to add your card and whatsoever, it's going to add, but it will never work for you because you are using a foreign card. It's either you get a Chinese bank card to fund this particular account, or you pay or you pay a Chinese exchanger, an RMB exchanger, you pay them your country currency and they fund the account for you. With that, no matter how long Tourpass is under maintenance, if you are able to fund this particular Alipay balance, you are good to go. There will not be any issue for you when you are trying to continue with your procurement and shipping from China. So each time you want to pay supplier, maybe on Pindodo or Tourpass or 1688 or whichever platform you want to pay supplier, they're going to present you with this option instead of using the Tourpass, which is mainly designed for the foreigner. So you can use the Alipay balance and continue with your procurement or with whatever you want to do with the Chinese transaction instead of being locked out by the Tourpass. So when the Tourpass come back to system full service, then you can continue using your Tourpass without any stress. Or better still, you can be using the two accounts, using your Alipay balance and using your Tourpass without any stress. The only thing there is that using the Tourpass for foreigner is more convenient, most especially because you're going to link your MasterCard or your foreign Visa card with the Tourpass and you can fund easily at a bank rate. Why buy the Alipay balance is not that way. You have to get a Chinese bank card or you pay an exchanger your country currency and they fund the Alipay balance for you. From there, you'll be fine. But from the two, from my own personal perspective, between Alipay and the Tourpass, I recommend the best option is Alipay because there was no issue. Once you have fund in the Alipay, you are good to go. But the challenges there is very massive when it comes to funding of the account, unlike when you are funding Tourpass. I hope you guys find this video useful and I believe you learn one or two things in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, give the video a big thumb up. And also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly click on the subscribe, hit on the notification bell so whenever I upload content about China importation, US and some other country importation, you get notified and you watch the video. Lastly but not the least, if you want me to coach you step by step or you want to join my paid class on how you too can be a successful procurement and shipping agent, feel free to reach me via the phone number on the screen of this video. If you have interest to join my paid class, you are highly welcome. And lastly but not the least, if you want me to pay your Chinese supplier or you want me to procure your link on 1688, Tourpass or Pindodo, feel free to reach me via the same phone number on the screen of this video. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace.